Hello everyone, welcome to Food Review UK Vlogs. Thought I'd film the intro here because we are in St Ives. We're actually in Kinnant's Cove right now, which is a stunning sort of beach location. And we're going to do a little food tour of St Ives. So I'm going to show you all of my favourite clips from the larger vlog that we did and show you the best food that we had whilst on our holiday in St Ives. Hope you enjoy it. Let's go. So welcome to the video. We are in Kinnant's Cove. As I said, I'm going to intercut this video with clips from some of our favourite places we had, and I'll sort of narrate it or somehow. Probably won't be narrating it here because that wouldn't work. We haven't even been to all the places yet. If you want to see the full vlog, wow, this is like sinking sand. Yeah, I am getting lost in the water. If you want to see our full vlog, check out Theme Park Life. But as for right now, let's get on to the first food that we had. So the first place that we visited food-wise was St Ives Bakery. This place is very popular. It had a queue most times that we saw it. Had stuff in here like these cruffins, these like jam and custard croissant muffins, which looked incredible. We didn't actually get them. We got a short crust pastry steak Cornish pasty, and we got a pastel danata, the Portuguese custard tart. And we also got a brownie as well. Brownie was really good. The Cornish pasty was absolutely delicious. They're very popular for these puff pastry Cornish pasties. I'm gonna get my drink because that green is distracting me. They're famous for these puff pastry Cornish pasties. They were sold out when we went, so we couldn't get that. But the pasta del nata, I think that's what it's called, the Portuguese custard tart, that absolutely blew me away. That was incredible, so delicious. So all the tiny little layers of phyllo pastry were so crispy and so sweet and so delicious. This place is definitely a must try if you're visiting St Ives. Oh, what a wonderful food clip that was. On to the next clip. So later that day we had a booking at the Porthminster Beach Cafe. This place is absolutely just a gorgeous little cafe. We ended up just having sort of some light bites. We were going to have like a cream tea here, but in the end we sort of wanted something savoury and also just fancied something, I guess, more substantial. I don't know, we had carbs overload basically. As you can see, we had fries and bread. Now the fries were absolutely delicious, really crispy, golden fries, really top tier stuff, served with a deliciously rich garlic aioli. And then we also had this bread. This bread was locally baked, absolutely delicious, high quality bread, and it had comfy garlic with it as well. So really strong and tasty olive oil with this garlic cooked in, which we sort of chopped up and mushed on the bread. Really delicious, and another fantastic little spot. I've just realised I need to get a bit of housekeeping done here as well. First and foremost, haven't even covered the dinners that we had on the first couple of days. We got there on like Saturday evening, so we just ordered in an Indian takeaway from a local Indian takeaway, and it was really nice, really tasty. And again, similarly, we had Chinese takeaway on the following day. The other thing that I want to say as well is that we're very fortunate that our good friends Rich and Tony were in St Ives literally like the week before us, so they were sort of like looking out for the best spots and giving us suggestions for where to go. So a lot of these recommendations were from them. They're absolutely spot on, and yeah, couldn't be more thankful for their help, so a big shout out to them. Anyway, next up was the following day, and dinner wise we had beer and bird. Or is it bird and beer? I mean, it'll be on screen. I'm just not looking at it right now, and I still can't remember what it was. This place was incredible. So this place, there's a bloody daddy long legs there. That scared the bejesus girl out of me. So this place has got some challenging reviews on TripAdvisor, because some people basically are not taking bookings at the moment, so some people have experienced very long waits and bad service when waiting. So basically they're told to come back, or rather told that the restaurant will ring them when a table is available and saying that it might be up to like an hour, but then after like 90 minutes not hearing back from them. So we were a little bit cautious when going. That being said, when we went, we were fortunate. We were seated immediately, and this place is incredible. They basically do fried chicken, but we had here So we had a couple of cocktails. I think I had like an almondy cider one, which was nice. Claire had one that I don't remember the name of, which again was nice. The milkshake that we had was excellent. It was like an apple crumble milkshake, so very cinnamony, very biscuity and very appley. It was really, really delicious. But the star of the show, and probably my favourite thing that we had all holiday, were these chicken tenders. These chicken tenders were so crispy and tasty. They tasted a little bit like KFC, like they had that spicing, but what was incredible about them is they were tender, but they were so juicy. They were so hot and juicy that when I first bit into one, I actually burnt my lip on the searing hot juice that was pouring out of them. They were incredible. So this place, I would definitely say, yeah, cocktails not so great, milkshake very good. The fries were actually really nice as well. I really liked the unique combination of herbs. Now down here in Cornwall, a trend was like rosemary sea salt chips. But Beer and Bird, they had like rosemary, thyme and salt and pepper as well. So they had this really unique, great blend of seasonings that worked really well with the chips. But yeah, for me, this place, definitely if you can get a chance, get here and get the tenders because it was really incredible. Now lunchtime the following day was the Old Forge. This is a very small sort of cafe sort of deal with very limited parking. However, there is a nearby little estate which has got parking with some yellow lines, but mostly no yellow lines. Obviously I wouldn't park in a yellow line place, and I certainly wouldn't recommend that. But yeah, they had just residential parking nearby with no permits or anything, so that was perfect for us. And this place is really good. Now I had like a polenta cake, that was alright, nothing too special. We have heard that their chocolate courgette cake is delicious and super moist and light. They didn't have that when we went, however what they did have was the scones, so we had like a traditional cream tea there. It was incredible. It was probably the best scones I've ever had. They were so ridiculously light that I thought they were going to float off of my plate. They were delicious. Cream and jam, normal affair. Anything with cream and jam on is going to be delicious. But yeah, that's gone. Also warm as well, so freshly baked. I don't know how they got them that light. I don't physically understand scientifically how you do that. But yeah, this place, I'd say it's a must visit for the scones. If you thought that food looked nice, you're going to love the look of this next one. That night we had Hubbox. So Hubbox is like a small chain in the south of England. I don't think they're sort of up north, but I know they've got ones in like maybe Portsmouth and Southampton as well. So it's definitely a southerly thing. And this was really good. Basically just really tasty sort of American style burgers, lovely fries. Burgers themselves, I guess one of the standouts was the sort of house sauces. So in my burger I had like a barbecue sauce and like a really nice rich house mayo as well. The chicken tenders that we got inside were okay. They were overshadowed by Beard and Bird or Bird and Beer, whatever it was from the day before. So they were alright. Burgers really nice, fries really nice, and the cocktails were really good as well actually. I had like a pina colada or like a Cornish colada I think it was called, with mango puree, so that was really tasty and a nice twist on a normal pina colada. But actually probably the standout here was the malt shake. I had like an Oreo malt shake which was divine. So you've been seeing those idiotic sort of connecting clips that I've been doing. That is from the gorgeous place Kinnants Cove. Now when we were near Kinnants Cove, when we were driving towards Kinnants Cove, we saw these signs for the Chocolate Factory and Craft Centre. This is from like 10-15 miles away. We were like, oh my god, this is incredible, so let's definitely go there. So we took like a 30-minute detour after leaving Kinnants Cove. Took like a 30-minute detour to get to this chocolate factory. And I was bitterly disappointed actually, because this was not a chocolate factory. Now, it is COVID times. We were still in sort of slightly raised restrictions, but still COVID times. So their viewing area was not open. I don't know how substantive their viewing area is. But basically when we got there, it's not a chocolate factory. It's a very small chocolate shop. The chocolate is nice. It's not really anything to write home about. We did pick up several bits from there. Yeah, I don't mean to be rude. It's not amazing. It's nice. It's perfectly pleasant, perfectly nice. But I did feel a little bit disappointed that this was really not a chocolate factory. So I would not recommend this place. Later that day, we went to the Ugly Butterfly. This is a lovely little place in Corbis Bay. Corbis Bay? Corbis Bay. This is like very like fine dining. Now, unfortunately, we had ordered a couple of beer snacks. Beer snacks? Bar snacks. Not beer snacks. Don't say beer snacks. Bar snacks. And unfortunately, whilst they did take the order initially, unfortunately they did come over to us and say, oh no, we don't actually serve food this early on a Wednesday. I think we went there. So double check that they're definitely serving food, because the food looks incredible. Now, this place is pricey. The beer snacks, I think, are like 10 to 15 pounds, something like that. No, around 10 pounds. The cocktails are like 15 pounds each. So Claire and I spent some sizable funds here just from having a couple of cocktails and a non-alcoholic drink. Now, that being said, they're absolutely delicious. Now, the whole sort of ethos of this place is that they use the leftover stuff. It's like no waste, basically. And I had this incredible sort of coconut rum and coconut yogurt cocktail with like this meringue sort of crisp on top. Claire had this almond syrupy cocktail, which was again delicious, and then we actually had like an almond syrup sort of tea and mint, so really unique combination. But we had this like non-alcoholic cocktail as well. The setting is absolutely stunning, and the vibe is so relaxed and so chilled out. We were wearing idiotic clothes. Well, I was wearing idiotic clothes for such a sort of fancy place. But we asked, and so they said that was fine, and that yeah, they basically allow anything except wetsuits, which is fair enough. But yeah, a stunning place, worth a visit for a special occasion. They also have a tasting menu here, which sounds incredible. Maybe it was a good thing that we didn't actually eat at the Ugly Butterfly, because later that day we had Beck's. Now, Beck's is one of the top-rated fish and chips restaurants in or around St Ives. It's actually in Corbis Bay. I don't know the name of that place. I should stop saying it, but it is there. Anyway, you've seen a little bit of footage there. This was really nice, just really nice fish and chips. To be honest, we've got like some really good fish and chips places in Aylesbury, even though Aylesbury is like one of the like most inward, far away from the sea places in England. We've actually got some really decent fish and chips around here. So actually, I didn't think it was too different from what we've got here. We've got a brilliant place called High Tide. That being said, it was really nice, and it's incredibly popular, and it seems pretty good value. So that was very enjoyable. Wow, what delicious foods we're seeing. I can't wait to see the next clip. I don't remember where we were. I don't remember the name of this place, but yeah. Just as I just leaned in on something that I thought was the place name, but just says ice cream. Anyway, this was Perrin Dairy, and I was very thankful to see a fake tasting pistachio ice cream. Now, so often these days pistachio ice cream is lovely, but it is too naturally flavoured. I like the really punchy sort of almond essencey pistachio strong artificial flavour ice cream, and that's exactly what this was. In fact, I've completely forgotten to mention one of the first things we had on the holiday was Moo Maid. Now, Moo Maid is a delicious ice cream parlour. There's a few branches dotted around St Ives and the local surrounding areas, but they're really nice, really good flavours. I actually wanted to try more than we did try. We managed to have Shipwreck in the end, which was like a sea salt ice cream with salted caramel and like salted honeycomb or something like that. Really good stuff, but a couple of really nice ice cream options if you're in the area. Later that day, we felt that we hadn't really experienced the Cornish pasty world enough, so we went to this place. Is it Penyenna? Penyenna or Pengenna pasties. This is really delicious. I'd say this was about on par with St Ives Bakery in terms of quality of the Cornish pasty itself. Just really tasty. Actually, this one was probably a little bit more peppery, but still really tasty stuff. And a Cornish pasty is like a must-try item when in Cornwall. So yeah. Finally, the last dinner that we had whilst in St Ives was Blas Burgerworks. Now, this place is typically and usually a restaurant, but at the moment, because of COVID times, they're only doing takeaways, and you have to pre-order in advance. So make sure that you look it up, guys. Make sure that they're open when you want to order it, because this place is definitely a must visit. Their burgers are incredibly juicy, incredibly high quality, and basically just all of the ingredients are superb. I mean, you can see this like the bun looks incredible. It's like artisanal. But yeah, the highest quality ingredients. You could really taste the quality of the vegetables in there as well, and the beef. The beef tasted really different. I don't know if it was like grass-fed or something, which is not something that I have a huge knowledge of, but it had this light fragrance to it, really delicately flavored and absolutely delicious. Yeah, really delicious, and their fries were excellent as well. Their sauce is incredible. This place is definitely a must visit. I think they were actually featured in like the New York Times or something, in one of the New York Times like best sort of hidden burgers around the world and where to find them sort of thing, because they had like they had that kind of article sort of posted in their window. But yeah, multiple award winning, like years and years in a row. This place is definitely a must visit. An absolutely delicious burger joint. Actually, we've come to the end of the video, guys, so thank you very much for bearing with the editing on this video. Basically me late at night here in this stupid house head position, my idiotic beach shenanigans, but hopefully you enjoyed the clips of actual food that I got as well. Thank you very much for watching. That is where you need to hit if you're going to St Ives and the local surrounding area. Do let me know if you've been to any of these as well. I'd love to hear in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.